first stop is Singapore, where I'm going to be catching a connecting flight. And since you can't do it in one day, spending the night in Singapore, I've never been to Singapore. I've noted this before on other trips. This is a brand new terminal, less than a year old, and this is the carpet they chose. Oh, it's so ugly. I will say this though, that they've really, the terminal, the new terminal, has gotten more full of stuff. It was rather sparse last time I was here. Okay, so this is Changi Airport, which has been rated as like the best airport in the world by various travel organizations. And here's from Singapore. And it has an interesting history because this part of the island is where the Japanese kept all the British and Australian and American POWs during the war. And this was a prison camp. And they made them build a massive airstrip. And the massive airstrip became Changi Airport, which is where we are now. Man, it's hot here in Singapore. Woo, hot. Okay, so Singapore is renowned for its food, and it's one of the things I'm looking forward to in my roughly 24 hours here, 18 hours, is some that famous Singaporean food. But here at the airport, it's lunchtime, and well, there's no McDonald's in Myanmar, so. I am much impressed by this city. Figured it had to be a really big wave to get that boat up on top of that building. We have here the infamous merlion. Well, it's one of the icons of Singapore, what it's known for. What is a merlion? Well, this city, Singapura, Singa in Sanskrit means lion, and Pura I think is temple, and the first founders thought they saw lions here. But lions have never lived here. There's no lions in this part of Asia. So, we don't know what he saw. It was a mermaid. It was a merlion, hence the merlion. Yeah, I don't think I've heard this many different languages being spoken in one place in my life. Definitely international tourist spot. It was on this historic spot right here on the Singapore River that Sir Stamford Raffles landed in Singapore for the first time in 1819, and through his vision for what this place could become, turned it from a sleeping fishing village into, well, not in his lifetime, but got it down the path to the modern economic, shipping and finance and everything center that it is today. Lest you forget, Singapore is not just a city, it's a country. This is their parliament building. Kind of gray. Drab. This is why I've come. Casino. I'm a bad boy. But it didn't take very long. Maybe about half an hour at the roulette wheel to lose $200. Well, they're Singapore dollars. They're not worth as much. But in a way, I kind of won because I didn't go back to the ATM and pull out more money and lose more money. So win-loss situation. Adam and Eve. You know, one interesting thing about the casino is that there's a sort of an opposite thing that I run into all the time in Southeast Asia when it comes to how they treat foreigners, where foreigners have to pay so much more money to do many, many things. Here, they don't want the Singapore people gambling. So if you're Singaporean, you can only go in there a certain number of times a year and you have to pay a big charge. Foreigners, please come right in, lose your money.